Welcome to Strangeways TV Week in Review, presented with our friends Slicing Up Eyeballs. I'm your host, Velvet Rebel. Huge thank you to everyone who subscribed. We are growing week by week, and we're very excited about that, so thank you at home. Let's keep in touch. Scary times in the world, and hopefully you're watching from somewhere safe right now. Let's look after each other the best we can from a safe distance in the coming months. Pretty much every tour and festival has been canceled or postponed, but later this year, as things ramp back up, we're gonna have an amazing concert calendar, tons of shows to go see, a lot of bands to support. Until then, there's plenty of new music to listen to, including Morrissey's new album. I haven't listened to it yet, but it's actually currently downloading into my inbox right now, so maybe later in the show we'll give you a little taste of that. The first two singles kind of escaped my mind, so this is an album I'm not super excited to engage, but Morrissey has surprised me before. However, the new Pretenders song, The Buzz, caught my ear immediately. Has an achingly cool vocal from Chrissie Hynde, big surprise there. They were released Hate for Sale on May 1st, but here's a taste of The Buzz.
All about to be promoted at the mercy of your man, and he's making you wait for the buzz. I can't get no relief.
My other favorite new song of the week comes from Psychedelic Furs, who sadly had to cancel their show at Royal Albert Hall. You'll Be Mine would have blown the roof off that historic venue full of muscular guitars and a soaring chorus. The band sounds as hungry as they did all those years ago on their debut album. This is You'll Be Mine.
Black is white, and the new lows are high in the ticking of the time. You'll be mine.
With so much downtime, artists all over the world are bridging the social distance with positive messages and live performances. Death Cab for Cuties' Ben Gibbard is one such artist. His recent live stream performance includes some classic Death Cab for Cutie tunes, as well as Postal Service, and this incredible cover of Radiohead's Fake Plastic Trees. Have a listen.
Used to do surgery for girls in the 80s, but gravity always wins. It wears him out. It wears him out. Wears him out.
Two musical icons also reached out to us via the internet this week. REM's Michael Stipe shared a message of hope and a snippet of a song that's probably on everyone's mind right now. It's The End of the World. Check it out on his website. U2's Bono, perhaps inspired by last week's Strangeways Poll about the best U2 albums, released a new tune for us dedicated to all those on the front lines of the global pandemic. Very raw the way he shot it, but it's very touching and you can really feel the emotion behind it. Have a listen here.
Yes, there was silence. Yes, there was no people here. Yes, I walked through the streets of Dublin and no one was near. Yes, I don't know you. No, I didn't think I didn't care. You live so very far away from just across the square. And I can't reach, but I can reach. You can't touch, but you can you can see.
I'm starting to wonder, is the gestation cycle for Depeche Mode music always the same? This week we celebrate anniversaries for Black Celebration, Spirit, and Violator. In honor of that, we asked you, the Strangeways faithful, to vote on your favorite Depeche Mode albums. We tabulated the results, and here is the top 10. Coming in all the way down at number 10 is Speak and Spell. What? This is one of my favorite Depeche Mode albums of all time. I admit it, I am a total fanboy for early 80s synth pop, but this album is so bright and colorful and fun that is always one of my favorites. Number 9 is Construction Time Again, which I understand belongs in the top 10 if nothing else for the great single Everything Counts. Coming in at number 8 is Playing the Angel. I think that's one of the most consistent Depeche Mode albums where single or not single, every song flows well into the next one and really creates a great album listening experience. Number 7 is Some Great Reward. I will always remember the video for People Are People. I feel like that's where MTV really helped break Depeche Mode in America, and that video is forever ingrained in my memory. Coming in at number 6, an album I would have definitely put in my top 5, and that is Ultra. One of my favorite Depeche Mode singles of all time is this one, It's No Good.
I know you can't be, 'cause it's no good.
Starting the top 5 Depeche Mode albums as voted by you is A Broken Frame. A bit of a surprise there for me. The band begins to turn darker on this album, but for me it feels like a bit of a transition album where they're not quite where they want to get to. Coming in at number 4, Songs of Faith and Devotion. I love this album, if nothing else, because the band finally starts to act like the debauched rock and roll act they really were, since or not. And then we reached the top 3, and as far as trilogy of albums go, I don't think it's hyperbole to say this is one of the greatest trilogies ever released by any band in rock and roll history. Number 3 for us is Music for the Masses. Coming in at number 2 in the poll is Black Celebration, and of course, the number 1 Depeche Mode album as voted by you and pretty much everyone else is Violator. Enjoy the silence.
All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my...
Thank you again for tuning in to the Strangeways TV Week in Review presented in conjunction with Slicing Up Eyeballs. Make sure you hit subscribe below if you haven't already. Like I said, it's growing every week and we're super excited to share all that's going on in music with you, both classic bands and new bands. We hope to see you again next week. Until then, be safe, wash your hands, and I'm going to leave you today with a little taste of that new Morrissey album that comes out right now.
If you're gonna live, then live. Don't talk about it. If you're gonna kill yourself, then for God's sake, just kill